paranormal investigator had come across the story of a tragic car accident where a young girl was believed to have been in the vehicle. She was never found despite every search they ran. He decided to go to the wreck himself and see what was there. What happened when he arrived genuinely shook him. Have a look. A small girl sitting inside the wreck, and when he walked up to get closer, gone. Just looking at the state of that car, surviving what happened to it feels almost unthinkable. Who she was, where she went, whether she was really there at all, that question has never had an answer. On March 24, 2025, a night guard named Miguel was alone at an abandoned elementary school on the outskirts of Managua, Nicaragua. It had been sitting empty for over a year, but still held valuables inside, so Miguel had been brought in to watch over it, along with 4 stray dogs that had made the property their home. What made the whole situation heavier was the land's history. Long before classrooms ever went up there, that ground had been used during the Nicaraguan Civil War, a place where countless soldiers were reportedly burned alive. One night, on patrol, Miguel saw something inside one of the classrooms. Take a look. He took a photo. When he looked at it afterward, a pale, ghostly face was staring back at him from behind a crumbling wall. He was shaken, but he kept showing up, and he kept the camera running. What it captured next was something else entirely. Take a look.
Sí da miedo. De hecho, por aquí inicio porque por acá me queda cerca la torre de control. Si veo algo o me pasa algo acá, yo salgo corriendo a mi torre de control y ahí me enllavo. Para, como les seguía diciendo, este lugar es un poco sano, probablemente se vaya a abrir. ¿Ves? Ahí está, sabía yo, siempre a esta hora se abre. Entonces, ¿qué es eso que se escucha? ¿Qué es eso que se escucha? Bueno. Hola, 100 puta. Hola, 100 puta.
Doors drifting open on their own, dark figures moving through the hallways. Then it got personal. Something rushed straight at him from above in the dark. A chair scraped itself across the floor right behind him when he wasn't looking.
La última aula que reviso en el rondín, como pueden ver, pues está un poco descuidada porque aquí han guardado las cosas que el colegio antes usaba. Me escuché algo, pero no sé qué fue. Bueno, pues la 100 puta. Uy, fue la 100 puta. No joda. Ojalá que lo haya grabado. Ojalá que lo haya grabado.
Lights going haywire, then a violent bang against a window nearby. Miguel was done waiting it out alone.
Tartamudo del asustado que estoy. Ahora mira cuando yo me alejo. Mira, ya viste. Mira. Ahora mira cuando me acerco. Mira. Nada. Ahora mira, ahorita que es que estoy tartamudeando.
He called for backup. Whatever had settled into that school, it wasn't close to being finished with him. A funeral home in Brazil started making headlines after staff began reporting things they couldn't make sense of. One evening, just before closing, the security cameras caught something that added a whole new layer to it. Take a look. heavy door swings wide open with nobody within touching distance of it. And the thing that made people really pay attention, an outdoor camera caught the exact same moment from a completely different angle. When viewers started suggesting wind or a dodgy hinge, a staff member got on camera and physically demonstrated that the door had a locking mechanism built specifically to stop it opening on its own. There might be a perfectly ordinary explanation out there somewhere. Nobody's found it yet. A content creator who goes by Insomnia online says his home security cameras have been picking up things around the house that he simply cannot account for. Just watch. It started with an office door closing by itself after everyone had already left the room. Then, a few nights later, his microphone picked up what sounded like tiny footsteps running through the hallway. Have a look at this.
Uy, se escucharon pasos en el techo. No mames, acabo de escuchar pasos en el techo. Uy, ¿eres tú? ¿Eres tú? ¿Estás aquí?
Then, on top of all that, another camera caught the garage door lifting open on its own with nobody near it. Any one of these individually, maybe you explain it away, but stacked on top of each other like this, forming a pattern, it starts to feel like something is moving through that house deliberately, and it very much wants to be noticed. On the surface, this looks like the most boring dashcam footage imaginable. Empty highway, time before sunrise, absolutely nothing going on. And then within seconds, something walks into frame and the whole thing changes. Have a close look. Standing completely alone at the side of the road, in the middle of nowhere, is a woman in all white. The driver hits the brakes immediately. No cars around, no houses, not a single reason for anyone to be standing out there at that hour. He looks back after passing her just to confirm what he actually saw. Nobody has ever figured out who she was or what she was doing out there, alone in the dark. On July 20th, 2023, a TikTok user named Win McPix posted a video saying something in his house had been watching him. He kept catching a strange figure going past his window while he was just trying to sit down and play video games. Eventually, he'd had enough and grabbed his phone to go find out what it was. Take a look.
Something keeps passing by this window. I've just propped up the phone here and I'm gonna play. If you're walking by my office, I want you to knock it off. Holy.
Is that you making all that noise back there?
Just think so. Just closing doors. You need to get out. Dude, will you knock it off, please?
As he moves through the house, objects start shifting and launching themselves across the room with nothing visibly causing it. And then comes the moment that stopped everyone cold. A door drifts open on its own, and right before it swings shut again, a dark, human-shaped figure is standing completely still inside it. Some people are certain it's edited. Others aren't buying that at all. Either way, it's not the kind of thing you can just scroll past. So what do you think? Josh had just moved into a brand new house, and the excitement wore off fast. One evening, while he was out, his sister was home alone and started picking up on something coming from the basement. Knowing full well nobody would believe her without proof, she grabbed her phone and headed down there to get it on camera. Have a look.
I've been hearing some creepy noises down here for a while, and I'm scared. I wanted to try and record it, because no one's gonna believe me. Now, as soon as I record it, nothing happens, okay? Huh? No. You gotta be. What the hell? This isn't funny. This has gotta be a prank. Hello? Oh, thank God. Hello? Guys, this isn't funny. Hello? Hello? I'm coming in. Skittles. Nothing. Okay, this is getting weird. What? Is that the chair? Oh, God. I'm getting out of this place. What the... Oh, my God.
Everything seemed fine at first. Then a door slammed shut right behind her out of nowhere. Every light in the basement died. In the darkness, a faint glow appeared from one of the rooms, and inside it, something that looked like a shadow shifting just past the doorway. She made herself go check. Empty. Then 3 slow knocks came from somewhere else in the basement entirely. 2 weeks later, Josh went through the exact same thing himself. Just watch.
Night, at the same time this knocking starts. terrifying the first 2 days, but now it's just annoying the hell out of us. Yup, I hear ya. Hey. Nothing. Always nothing. Brand new house too. And now this door is open. To the creepy ass room. God damn it. What the? Oh my God. Oh my God.
The second Josh stepped into that room, the lights went out, and right behind him, the door swung slowly shut on its own. Video ends there. What actually went on in that basement? Nobody can tell you. Spirit? Coincidence? Something in between? It's never been resolved. At first glance, this nursery security footage is about as uneventful as it gets. Quiet room, sleeping baby, nothing remotely out of place. Then, after a few moments, something shows up outside that window, and it's not easy to forget. Have a look. A pale face and what looks like two hands slowly appear in the window, just hovering there in the dark outside, staring into the room. It lingers just long enough to make your stomach drop, then it's gone. And that's not even where it ends. A few moments later, the nursery lights switch themselves off with nobody anywhere near them. The family said the window had a child safety lock on it, making it nearly impossible for anyone to get to from outside. Prank, glitch, or something without a clean answer, nobody has ever been able to explain this one. A group of boys decided to spend their night exploring an abandoned church sitting on the edge of town. The place had been empty for years, walls falling apart, dust everywhere, the kind of stillness that starts messing with you after a while. They were walking through, filming everything, playing it up for the camera, treating it like a bit of fun. Then, the energy in the whole place shifted. Take a look.
Damn door, I'm scared shitless. Oh shit, look at this ladder. It's like a secret door or something. Want me to try to get up it?
I'm not doing it.
Should I?
I'm not. You can go.
I am.
No. Something's gonna fall out of there.
Man, shut up. God damn it. Around. I can't take it. Right.
Oh god.
I'm so scared. Shit. Oh no. Oh my god. Turn the light. Shit. Oh, listen. Shit, that's fucking piano. Is that piano? Come on. Should we go out there? Is that door open?
Shit, we left the door open.
Should we stay in here for a second? No. We gotta see. We gotta see if I can see this. This could be priceless.
Oh shit! What are we doing? Oh my god! That's right.
I gotta make it out alive. I wanna see my mama. Damn. Alright. Yeah, trying to make it. Alright, just run. Go. The door's locked. What do we do? Dude? We gotta make it run. Oh my god. Alright, go. Oh my god, holy shit. Oh, the music stopped playing. The music, go. Shit. I'm scared shit.
Out of nowhere, a piano melody started coming through the walls of that church, an instrument nobody had laid a finger on in decades. They followed the sound deeper in and found a shadowy figure sitting at the piano with its hands moving across the keys. That was it. Pure panic. They ran out of that building as fast as their legs could carry them. None of them ever went back. Maya had been living alone with just her 2 cats keeping her company when something started pulling her out of sleep. Every few nights, like clockwork, around 2:30 in the morning, heavy footsteps would start up right above her bedroom. One night, she'd had enough, grabbed her phone, and went looking. Take a look.
It's fucking 2:30 in the morning, and I'm hearing that same sound again downstairs. And my cats are in the room with me. I keep my door closed. So now I have to go find out what that fucking sound is. Hello? 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 Shit is not funny. I swear to God, I'm losing my fucking mind.
She was just starting to pull herself together when the footsteps erupted across the attic again, and she bolted straight back to her room, convinced someone had gotten into the house. She called the police. They went through every inch of that attic and came up with nothing. Their best theory was an animal in the roof, and they told her to get security cameras up. A few days later, one of those cameras caught a nearby door slowly opening and closing on its own. Just watch. Maya still has no explanation for any of it. And honestly, after seeing that footage, it's hard to imagine she ever will.